Good morning. It's been a real hot minute. I haven't forgot about you guys. I've just been super busy. And, life's. But I think I've got myself on a regular schedule now. Work is consuming, but it's good work and it's good stuff. And the lighting today, it's going to be a little off, and I apologize. My voice, my allergies are in full swing. But this is just something today, and I've been up since like 3 o'clock. So I apologize. Yes, the eyes are red, but you can't really see them with the glare, so I don't care. But the last thing I had written down in my spiritual journal, because I hadn't written it in a while, because I've just been talking with my guides every day, is your gems are coming. So then I was out shopping last week in this very cool metaphysical store. And what does that say? Fairy gems. Your gems are coming. That was on the 20th. I think I bought this like on 24th, 23rd. I don't know. Your gems are coming. Well, here they are. I also heard I am living life in Technicolor. And then today, I'm going to read the one card that stuck out the most to me, because I got a few of them out of this deck. But 27 came out, and 27 is a big number for me because it's my birthday number. And it's just things that I've heard. But it is the pearl, and I will turn this around so you guys can see it. How pretty. Okay. Now the light's going to get strange because I got to turn it on to be able to read. There I am. So, this is different for sure. It's like yellow. The walls are yellow in here in my new place. 27, Pearl. Alchemy, illumination, innocence, the moon. In fairy, pearls belong to the merfolk, creatures who shimmer with the pearl's soft sheen. Pearls are the imaginal substance that they make things out of. Pearls are how they bring rainbows and the moon down into the depths of the sea. And pearls are also their playthings, jealously guarded by the water fairies. And it goes on to explain, how pearls were very important in a lot of the different teachings and, different cultures and whatnot. But pearls, like the fairies themselves, are not what they seem. They may look smooth and soft, but are actually hard and rough. Their radiance is an act of self-protection, the coating of something painful inside them. Thus, the Pearl's fairy card is an acknowledgement of your own inner alchemist, your own potential to change something ordinary and sometimes painful into something precious. When the Pearl Fairy comes to you, she brings a gift of transformation. She tells you, here is how you transmute the hard edge of anger. Here is how you heal. You take what's angered or hurt you and you imagine it into art, coating it with the finest material you can summon, turning pain and suffering into something that glows, radiant as the moon. She's here to remind us that out of difficulty, we can create something new and precious and luminous. Also, remember that a pearl can't be created without the oyster's death. So the changes you are now facing may require shedding of old skin or release of something that no longer serves. This is part of the process. So for like the last week, I have been getting the same message over and over and over. And I'm going to turn this off because it bothers me. That you need to talk about the changes and the things that even like I have done within the last 2 months. Say, I've moved states. I have changed a lot of things in my world because I was spirit-led, not because I needed to, but just to journey further into my spiritual journey. And Garden Stones was another one of the cards that I pulled. And Garden Stones are different than crystals because they are part of the earth. Now I'm going to show you something that was in my house because the gentleman that owns the building and actually lived in this side of it was a miner. Look at this piece. How beautiful is it? And yes, there's gold in there. You see it? This was left on the windowsill. So, when I say you need to follow your intuition, you need to follow the things that are calling to you and telling you. It may not make sense to anybody else. People may criticize, judge you, call you names, call you crazy, call you whatever. But in the end, when you start listening to your intuition, the beautiful blessings start coming in. And the blessings that I have had because of this move, because of the things that I have changed in my world, I just can't even, the joy and the happiness in my life right now, even though I've got people that are mad at me, I've got my children who are not understanding, there's so many people that are against it, but I still persevered and I moved forward with it. Why? Because it was good for me. And as selfish as it sounds, there are points in your life, and you know when they come, where it's finally time for you. Your children are grown, or your children are moving into the next stage of their life, or you've gone through a divorce, you've left a job, you've left a home that you lived in for many years. I was at my last place for 7 years. It was the longest I had lived anywhere, and I don't even know how long. Why? Because I was in fight or flight for so many years of my life. In the people pleasing, and doing for others, and not doing for myself, and not taking care of me, and letting other people's judgments of me control me. And when I quit doing those things, and finally started listening to divine, source, whatever you want to call it, and leading my life in a purpose that was driven so that I can keep spreading the message, keep being the light worker that I am, keep showing people that when you start listening to that little voice that talks to you, not the one that tells you you're a pile of shit, that is not your inner voice. I'm talking about the one that encourages you to go after your dreams, to do the things that are meant for you. And whether you feel like you're taking a step backwards or you're becoming a novice at something and you don't really understand it, it's okay. And why is it okay? Because the universe is trying to show you something. You're not in the place where you're meant to be. There is a great big world out there. And there are places to see, and there are things to do, and things to experience, and life to live. Well, I can hear you all. I don't have the money. No. Well, you keep thinking that way. That's what's going to happen. You can do anything you want to. You can have anything you want. You can go anywhere that you want. Your life is what you choose to make of it. How you want it to proceed. Who you want to spend it with. How you want to evolve. Do you want to retire and just sit in your chair and do nothing? Or do you want to go out and make new friendships? Or do you want to go out and do things that you've never done before? What do you want to do? That is up to you. And nobody, including your family, your children, your best friends, your spouse, get to tell you how you need to be, how you need to do it. And if they, of course they're going to have their opinions. Say thank you, but also inform them. And it's your life. And yes, those of you that are married, of course you make compromises for each other. But you have to be willing to grow together and let your partner go and do things for themselves too. There can't just be that one controlling factor that it's always got to be one person's way. And I see it more and more in couples and things, especially at this part-time job that I took, and just watching the dynamics of the insecurities of people, how they just shine through and controlling other people. That's not love. That is control. And it's just so many of us have lived through that. But this new age that we're moving into, in the Aquarian age, where love, joy, heaven on earth is what we're striving to move to. And other people like myself, fellow light workers who are trying to show all of you that when you choose to shift that mindset of yours and you choose to shift it to loving, kind, giving, but also self-care, your life becomes abundantly better. I have been so blessed in the last month and a half of my life, like nothing I have ever seen in my entire life. And it's because I chose me. And I didn't listen to the people that I was surrounded by telling me I shouldn't and I can't and why are you doing that, and I can hear it all. Oh, your children live here, you should stay here, and blah blah. My children are grown adults. My children have lives of their own. What am I supposed to do? Sit around, pick my nose and wait for the phone to ring? I love my children. But my children have different ideas of what a mom should be and how I'm supposed to be, versus just letting me be myself. And that's the difference. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets to dictate who you are, how you're supposed to be, how you show up in life. As long as you are not intentionally going out to hurt anybody and you're just doing things for yourself and taking care of yourself, it's the best gift you can give yourself. It's when you rely on other people's opinions and, they want to criticize you because you're not doing it the way they would have done it. That's not love. That's not friendship. It's choices you need to make for yourself. I apologize. My eyes look like I'm stoned. Just my allergies. Oh, hay fever season is upon us really bad. But I guess this message took me a very long time to come on and say, do what's right for you. Start being a little selfish. Doesn't mean you have to be unkind. It's not what I'm saying. But make time for you. Let people go. Don't hold on to things and people that don't need to be in your life any longer. I cleaned out my last apartment so well that it fit in a 10 by 10 storage, which I will be coming home, to get shortly to bring to my new place, and been living in my new place and the things that they've done for me here. And I've got new carpeting, new flooring. It's just, I'm amazed by what perfect strangers have done for me, and friends and family who've known me most of my life would never have done. Think about what I just said. Go where you're loved. Go where people appreciate you for you and don't try to change you. Because then you're winning. I love you all so much. I'll see you real soon.